As the business community is concerned, the leadership talent, or more precisely, the lack of leadership talent, remains a key concern. So just to summarize a bit.
You mentioned the global financial crisis, and that's where we are going to start inevitably, because another day, another bank in trouble. This time it's Germany's second largest mortgage lender, Hypo Real Estate. Talks to rescue the bank have broken down after a consortium of German financial institutions refused to come up with nearly $50 billion for a government-led bailout. This, of course, comes after leaders of Europe's four largest economies, that is Britain, France, Italy and, of course, Germany, met in Paris to discuss the current global financial crisis. Now, they stopped short of coming up with a US-style rescue plan, but they did vow to support their own country's banks in order to ensure financial stability. Our correspondent in Paris, Alistair Sanford, has been listening to the leaders.
As the summit drew to a close, there came a reminder of how serious the crisis is. Germany's second largest mortgage lender, Hypo Real Estate, is in trouble again after banks and insurers pulled out of a state-led rescue plan that had been put together only days ago. President Sarkozy had called for an intense effort to coordinate Europe's response to the crisis. He's recently had strong words for banking chiefs who put the economy at risk, he said. He now promised they'd be taken to task, and added that the four European leaders would work together to support banks that got into trouble.
Chaque gouvernement agira selon une méthode et avec des moyens qui lui sont propres, mais de manière coordonnée.
Each government will act with its own methods and means, but in a coordinated fashion with other European states. Secondly, in case of public support to our troubled bank, each member state present at this meeting will ensure that the executives that failed will be punished and that the appropriate measures are taken to support the troubled banks.
Before the summit, Germany had been reluctant to go. It agreed once the suggestion for a Europe-wide rescue plan had been booted into touch. Berlin, the biggest contributor to the EU's budget, feared such a proposal would be very bad news for German taxpayers. The government now has a new problem after the news about Hypo Real Estate, but the summit was otherwise good news for the German Chancellor Angela Merkel.
Und wir haben uns darauf verständigt, dass wir natürlich ein kohärentes Vorgehen brauchen.
We agreed that member states should take decisions at the national level, but at the same time member states should not take decisions without regard to the effect they have on other member states.
Ireland's move, going it alone with its blanket deposit guarantee scheme, had annoyed